YouTube, what it do, what it do. You know the motto, if you can, go over there, hit me with a like, which is the thumbs up, and that'll let me know I'm sending my stuff. One of the homegirls asked me, she was like, I hear about this county jail, this blood module. She was like, I know it was set tripping. Did the hood ever get into a set trip with some other bloods in there, or any close set trips? And I said a close set trip that stood out the most to me, where I thought it was going to really kick off and it was going to go to the major left, is in the Los Angeles County Jail blood module, homie. It's when the homeboy T. Capone from Inglewood Centinela Park family had hit the road, homie. And at this time, homie, and in our cell, it was like an Inglewood mix cell, homie. You had me, the homie Killer Wack, the OG homeboy Killer Wack. I think Maniac was there. Uh, the homie EK Sick, Lil P Dog. I think a Big Nut from Nella. It was a few homies, homie. It was a few homies, and it was some homies from Brim. Now I think they was like next door to us. Ghost Scooter and them, uh, uh, Murder Rock. It was a few homies from Brims over there, homie. Too Hard and them, I think, from Brims. Lil H and them from VNG. I think a Lil Dumps, I think, from VNG. It was a few, Brim homies, and you know what I'm saying? And I remember, cause see the blood module, homie, it was like a revolving door back then. The homies go to jail, dudes. The homies should still be on that main line, but homies was also specializing in the pulling homies off that main line and bringing you to the blood module, homie. Or sometimes homies would just volunteer, because a lot of homies back then was fighting hell of a case. A lot of these dudes that's just now starting to fall home, homie, from out of communities, they was getting that time way back then. So a lot of homies will fall in and come straight up to the module and just embrace homies, love homies, and kick it with homies that they might not see all the way up into now, homie. And a lot of people, I'm just saying, homie. So bam, homie. Anyway, like I say, homies, this shit was like a revolving door, homie. So every time you heard that front gate crack, niggas would be up on the boards seeing what homies and who coming in from different blood hoods or what, homie. We looking. So this particular time, I think it's kind of like nighttime, homie. I want to say it's like nighttime. And the reason why I say it's nighttime, through the phone calls, we know how, because we be up in them dungeons, homie. You don't know if it's light or nighttime, homie. But off of who's on the phone, you get to know what time it is, homie. So it's going in at nighttime, homie. So we hear the front gates rack. The homies is all up on the thing. And whoever gate rack, that's who got some homies. Sometimes 2 or 3 cells might rack, or one cell will rack, because it's homies. So our cell peel open, homie. The Inglewood car cell peel open. We look. The homie T. Capone coming down. He right at the beginning of the gate. So when they bringing in a homie and he going to a particular blood cell where his homies at, or where his homies is clicked with other homies that they bowl with, that's where gates stay rack, homie. So like I said, they rack the Inglewood rack. So when they rack us, we fall out on the tier. So within this time, like I said, you can kind of holler at some homies, mingle real fast and all that. So we go up there to brace the homie and see who it is. Okay, it's T. Capone. Now, anybody know T. Capone from Centinela Park family? The homie like a short, bald-headed homie with big ass attitude, homie. The homie wild, burnt out, be set tripping, homie. So when he fall in, we like, yeah, what's up, blood? Cause anybody, like I say, you be down here. We niggas don't be happy for homies to come to jail. But if, like I said, if you came to jail, we'd be happy to brace each other and see each other, because we all community ties homies. So we all on the tier, yeah, blood was bracken, blood. Start hollering at them, blood, we down here, homie. So I think the homies from Anthens, Lil John and Ty Man, them, I think Clown or somebody, a few more homies, I don't, It's down up in the Anthens cell. So they hit the homie up. What's happening, blood? Where you from? So the homie like, blood, fuck where I'm from, nigga. You know what I'm saying, nigga? I must be a blood. I'm down in the blood module, nigga. Fuck where I'm from. So, but the way the homie pops off, homie, he got an attitude, and he would make a person offensive, homie. So the homies from Athens like, blood, what's up with you, blood? You got all that attitude, blood. Fuck you, Lil John. Them tell the homie, blood, fuck you, homie. So the homie like, blood, fuck you, niggas, blood. So the homies is arguing with we niggas. The homie arguing with a cell full of Anthens, homie, and you know, a couple Millers. Blood, fuck you niggas. Blood, this Inglewood. Blood, and the homies like, yeah, blood, fuck you, nigga. We gonna fuck you up, nigga. Whoa, nigga, it could be cracking. So the homie kind of like the OG homie Killer Wack kind of like nudged me down and shit, like to a couple more cells and shit. And so he like blood go in the cell, blood, and get some weapons, homie. Cause the homies from Athens, they up in here strapped down. You know, they known for really having heats and shit. So like I said, I was just kind of like when I got to that module, homie, with the homies, I ain't been there like 30 days. That's how I'm saying. Niggas be coming to jail. It'd be like a revolving door. So I knew where the heat was at from the homie showing me and shit. So the homie like, go get all that heat. So it was like in a pillowcase we had up in the cell and shit with food and canteen all up in there. So I come out, I go down there and get some weapons and come out and shit down back out with the cell with weapons. Cause we not knowing if they gonna crack the homie cells or what. You know, you just never know with this shit, homie, on the module. Homie, police will crack some shit, anything to happen. So I go down there and get some weaponry. The homies is back still like arguing and shit. Blood, fuck you. Nah, nigga, fuck you. Yeah, nigga, we gonna see who do what, nigga. This was Lil John and them talking. You know, Lil John, big old husky homie. He be having them little t-shirt, stocking caps on, braids and tie, man, was short and swole. You know the Anthens homies they be burnt out brazy too back then in the days in the module. So I come out I got a sack full of weaponries and shit. And you know, we got newspaper, sugar rolls, sticks, couple knives and shit in there. So I think Killer Wack, couple homies wind up getting T Capone, like, blood, go down to the cell, blood, go down to the cell, nigga, with all that shit. Like, nigga. So I think the homies wind up still staying down. I want to say a Big Nut, maybe from Manila Port, a Killer Wack and them. I think the homies stayed down there politicking, talking, smoothing things out, saying we gonna holler at T, we gonna holler at T Capone and we gonna come back down here on the next time we come out and re-holler, and straighten it out. That was like a close call set trip with the homies from Anthens. And I thought it was gonna go up because I know the homies from Anthens, they had a powerhouse thing down there at that time, homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sending it, homie. 89 on up, G stuff, not E stuff, homie. And that was a close set trip, but we wind up coming back out on the next, shower time, going down there and hollering, and T Capone wind up hollering, they wind up laughing and shit about it, homie. But yeah, that's what it is, homie. 89 on up. I'm out.